Great morning, everybody. Hey, this is Bishop Joyce walking the Word of God with you on this very wonderful Tuesday morning. Well, 2 Chronicles 7:12 tells us the Lord appeared up unto Solomon and said, I've heard your prayer, and because I've heard your prayer, I'm going to do some things for you because of your sacrifice. I'm going to be with you in the temple, and because I'm not just going to be with you in the temple, my presence is going to be in this temple. I'm just going to paraphrase that. My presence is going to be with you in the very temple, because the temple that he had just built in verse 11, because Solomon had completed the temple, and because he had some prayers that he needed God to do for him. And so God came back to Solomon and he says, hey, I've heard your prayers, and because what you have done, my presence is going to be here, and I'm going to rest in this very place, and my very presence is going to be in this very temple that you have built. And so my question is to you on today. God is going to answer your prayers, and because of your very sacrifice that you have done. And so where is the place that you have really built for God to be in your presence, as a place in your home, a place in your very space in your house, that you know that God is going to answer your prayers on today. And so whatever you've been praying to God about, so just make a place in your home. It don't have to be a beautiful edifice like Solomon had built. Yes, I don't know a place around here that like Solomon built, of course, but you can just make a place in your home that you know that God can come to you in the midnight hour, in the daytime, or wherever, that he says that I've heard your prayers, my brother, my sister, that God says that he's going to answer your prayers on today. Can you believe that God is going to answer our prayers on today? Because, and then he said, not only he's going to answer your prayers, that he's going to be with here, and he's going to rest in that very temple, that God is going to be in your home. He's going to be in your car. He's going to be in your ministry. He's going to be at that church place. He's going to be wherever you are. God says he's going to be there. In your prayers is going to be answered on today, because you have made the sacrifice and did what God has asked you to do, and because you completed the very task that God have told you to do. And so your prayers is going to be answered. And so that's exactly what Solomon did, because what Solomon did, God says, and God went back to in the midnight hour, in while Solomon was sleeping, he says, I've heard your prayers, and because God heard his prayers, he says your prayers are going to be answered. So on today, can you believe that God says he's going to answer your prayers? Yes, I believe that God is going to answer my prayers. And so it's a place in my home. It's a place, should be in your home, in your place, wherever it's going to be. God says he's going to answer your prayers. Believe it on today, my brother, my sister, that grandmother, that grandfather, that auntie, whoever you may be. God says that child, God says that pastor who's ready to give up, God says he's going to answer your prayers on today, because you have made the sacrifice even on today. Don't give up, because the year is not over. You don't know what God is going to do for you in your household, because why? His presence is in that place. So God says, don't give up, because your prayers is going to be answered even on today. God bless everybody. This is Bishop Joyce walking in the Word of God. God bless.